Hi guys, Ty here. Time for Ask Questions number 2. You guys liked the first one, so here's another one. Okay, let's dive right in. Husky Cookie asks, where is your tickle weak spot? Can you speak French? What is your favorite plushie? Show us. Okay, so tickle spot for me would be the bottoms of my feet. Don't touch me there. I tend to get violent when I'm tickled. It's not on purpose, but I have been known to punch people, and yeah, it's just a bad time. Okay. Can you speak French? No, I cannot. I didn't take French in school because the French teacher forced all of their students to sing their homework, and I just was not going to be doing that at all. No, I took Spanish, but honestly, I don't remember much of it. I wish I'd been more into learning other languages, but I think German was what I wanted to learn, and unfortunately, I just wasn't able to because my school didn't offer it, so it just didn't happen for me. So I don't really know any other languages. What is your favorite plushie? Show us. Okay, so my favorite plushie is this one. My wife made this for me. It's toothless, obviously, and it's gigantic. He's definitely my favorite plushie ever. I had to help make it a little bit because, unfortunately, when she was sewing it, the head was on a little bit sideways, which was pretty darn cute, but she wasn't happy with it, so I helped her with that. But this is my favorite thing ever in the world, and I'm so happy she made it for me. She's such a sweetheart. Okay. Jack McSlay asks, weirdest thing you've got commissioned to draw and enjoyed? That would probably be several years ago. I was commissioned to do a deer fin, a deer dolphin hybrid, which was actually a lot of fun. I love hybrid animals, especially the ones that make sense. In a way that, I mean, they're believable when you're looking at them rather than just, as in the two animals could actually hybridize like that. And I enjoyed it. In fact, they've commissioned me a couple more times to do the same character. Alright. TextBot asks, do you even lift, bro? Yes, I do. I use kettlebells. If you don't know what kettlebells are, they are a type of weight that is basically a giant ball at the end with a handle on top. They're unbalanced so that it makes it so your whole body has to fight to keep them from basically pulling you over. It's a great workout. I use those regularly, probably twice a week. I also run an elliptical twice a week, and I do yoga twice a week. So, busy girl I am. I use a 15, a 25, and a 20-pound kettlebell for different exercises. Okay. Shady Dude asks, what is a video game series you like? Well, I haven't been into many series. I don't get a lot of chance to play, unfortunately. I only like a couple of the Zelda games, Link to the Past and Twilight Princess. The rest of them I really didn't like much at all and didn't get to play very many of them. A series I'm really into is BioShock. Even though I am terrible at first-person shooters, I mean really bad. Trying to watch me play one is painful, I've been told. At any rate, I managed to get through those 3, and I really like the stories, so those are ones that I will always go back to when I get the time. Alrighty. Sci-Fi 3, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to say your name, asks, what is your least favorite part about attending a con? That's easy. Least favorite part about attending a con would be the sleep deprivation. And what I mean by that is, a typical con schedule for me goes like this. Thursday, I'll arrive, hopefully in time to put up my table, not always. So I usually end up dumping my bags in my hotel room, running over to the dealer area, spending 2 to 3 hours setting up my table, grabbing some food, and then collapsing, because traveling is really hard and stressful for me. Sleep a little bit, up by 6 o'clock the next day typically, try to find some food, get down to my table, make sure everything's all set up and that all my supplies are set to go. And they usually work from 10 to 4 at the table. 4 o'clock, pack up all your stuff, go find some food, and then work from anywhere from 6 to 7 p.m. until your work for the day is done. Whatever you've taken at that table that you need to have done the next day. So it can be 2, 3, 4 a.m. before I finally get to sleep. And I have to be in the dealer room the next day, usually by 10 in the morning when we open. So I'm getting 3, 4 hours sleep maybe, then I have to find food again, do it again, except Saturday usually runs 10 to 6, a little bit longer, grab some food, and then do Saturday night's work from 7, 8 o'clock till it's done, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, grab a little bit of sleep. Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning again, you're down at your dealer table, and you work there until typically about 4, and then you usually have to break down, of course you have to break down your stuff. You pack it all up, make sure it's ready to get on the plane the next day, and then typically I collapse at that point. And not having enough sleep for 3 days in a row is just too much for me, and I end up just passing out until it's time to leave the next day, and I'm usually drained for a day or two after a con. That's why you won't see much of me right after. I'm either working on things that I've taken home at the con, or I'm trying to recover and not get sick from being at the con. So that is my least favorite part about it. Rabbit Fangs asks, what are your favorite and least favorite cons that you attend? Don't really have a least favorite. I don't attend that many cons. Unfortunately, I'm not able to travel that much due to financial the burden of it. But my favorites are Texas Furry Fiesta, Anthrocon, and now FC, because I'd never been to Further Confusion before this year, and it was such a blast. I'm hoping to be able to go back again next year. So those are the main cons that I attend. I am looking at others, but we'll see how that goes, right? Bebop Bren asks, what drew you to the furry fandom? Well, nothing really drew me to the furry fandom. I didn't even know it existed until I was in college, and a friend of mine who I happened to live with at the time was like, hey, you should check this out. People commission artwork, and you're an artist, so maybe you can get work through this. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was checking out some different websites. I think FA might have been one of them. It's been so long now. And I discovered all this furry art, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. I'd been into characters like that since I've played video games that happen to have a cat person in it, or like the Gargoyles cartoon, which I never really got to see, but I saw pictures of, and that was cool. And everyone had their own unique characters, and they liked to put them in these scenarios, and it was just really neat and exciting to me because it was all these original ideas that you could help people bring to a reality in a way that was just amazing. And I've always really been into fantasy, so that's how I got involved in the furry fandom. Not very exciting, I know, but there you go. It's the art for me. Okay, last question. Faye Phoenix asks, I'll ask a silly question that I usually ask when I participate in these. What is the color of night? And I'd have to say that night is more of a time frame than anything that's really physical, so I'm not sure color really works for that. But if I had to pick one, it would be a dark, dark blue. I would say black, but black is more the absence of color than an actual color itself. So yeah, dark blue is what I'm going to go with. And actually close to one of my favorite colors. Okay, so that's all your questions for me now. If you want me to do another one of these, just go ahead and send in some questions. I'll leave my email in the description down below this video. And I hope you enjoyed watching the drawing in the background. It's a bit choppy. I'm sorry, my computer has been running a little iffy lately. I'm hoping it's not a big deal. We'll see, right? Okay. And I'll catch you guys later. Thank you. Bye.